Sup, everybody? Chris Holowicki here, coming at you with a new type of video here. Just got the capability to be able to record my screen live and record over it with audio. So, yeah, let's try this out. I wanted to talk about Angela, Queen of Hell, was just canceled the other day. And this is a month or so after some controversy that this book drew up because of a few panels from it that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, let's say. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Let's take a closer look at it. This is a panel from Angela, Queen of Hell, where she has some choice words to say. The writer, Marguerite Bennetts. Alright, so they're in Asgard, or like somewhere in Asgard, or a part of Asgard. It's another plane of his existence, and she has the villain here censoring what the villain's saying, and this is what she has him saying here. A lot of misogynist filth. Okay. And then it gets crazy. Red pill, MRA, meninist, casualism. Okay, this is where she starts losing people, because she starts going with this very specific people she's targeting here. MRAs, I don't think they have MRAs, men's rights activists. That's what that means if you're lucky enough to not know what that is, but I don't know if they have MRAs in Asgard. Meninists, that's not a real thing. It's a word made up in this satire article from a year or so ago. So this is conveying to me is that the writer of this book is about a bad joke from, well, like a couple years ago. They're still talking about it. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard a joke that I thought was so unfunny that I couldn't shut up about it for 2 years. And then let's move on to the casual racism. She's assuming that she's putting the red pill, which I'm still not sure what the hell that means. But the men's rights activists they go hand in hand with racists. So she's pulling a lot of punches here at these people specifically. Let's move on to the next bubble. Unsolicited opinions on Israel? With a bunch of question marks. Which, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because I can't figure out if the author here, if they're like a Free Palestine person, or they are Hamas are terrorists and Israel deserves to have a place in the world. Like, I don't know what her motivation was for including this in this book. And the worst part about it is not just that, just laying out all these like political bias in a Marvel comic book, is that it totally kind of takes you out of the story. Like, you know, I haven't read Angela yet. This is really what put me off to it, because a lot of people, they were excited to see what Marvel was going to do with Angela. I mean, for some reason they bought him off of Image. They bought her off of Image, and they're like, what are they going to do with the character they have? And it hasn't worked out. It's getting canceled, and I guess might have something to do with it. Well, as I was saying, I don't know the tone of this book, but I can't imagine that anyone wouldn't be taken out of the story. They're supposed to be on another plane of existence, and he's fucking talking about Israel? He's like, what, in the next page does he start like going off about migrants or something, or refugees? It's bizarre. And what I'm showing you, this is actually a meme I put together. Essentially what I'm trying to illustrate is how you can do social commentary in your books, but there's ways to do it and there's ways not to do it. What Bennett did here is totally off the wall. I mean, you look back all the way from the beginning. Bennett herself is proclaimed that she's a huge X-Men fan. For 50 years now, X-Men has had an awesome superhero comic with light like social commentary about civil rights and stuff, but they've never gone out and just smeared a specific political like this. It's bonkers. Now, let's take a look here. The top image is from one of the first issues of the current run of the Galaxy. The Thing here has just taken out this bad guy or whatever, and he says, I hate abroad though, which Shadowcat replies, don't be sexist, and he's, I'm not sexist, she was gonna kill us. No, call her abroad is sexist. Calling her abroad is sexist, but hitting her isn't? Subtle, lighthearted, social commentary versus ham-fisted, mean-spirited schlock. Now, this has a very, like, social justice ting to it, this entire thing. And this is just a prime example of when you pander to these people who are so, like, insane about their ideologies, it doesn't matter if you hand it all to them. They're not buying books. Let's go over to Marvel. Marvel just released a little interview thing with Bennett today. She still works for Marvel. She's working on other books, and I hope that she does good in her career. But I hope that this, maybe she learned a lesson for this, because she got a lot of backlash on blocking spree or whatever. I didn't bother. There's no point. I hope she sees that, you know, straighten up. Don't be so, like, nasty in your comics. People trying to escape when they read these things.
You know, there's no basis of you need this many years of education, this many years of experience. While, you know, they're contributing factors, you could start this tomorrow, you know. I mean, I feel like, honestly, like a professional fanfic writer. So I feel like a Tumblr girl who escaped from the wild and someone gave her a job at some point.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, exactly. When you are that politically biased, or you insert that much of your ideology into a character that you don't have any rights to, besides, I mean, Marvel trusts you to write for them, but when you insert this crap into something, I mean, this character has a huge following. She originated in Spawn and did all this stuff, and then Bennett takes her to just push this freaking Tumblr drama. I mean, do they have fucking Twitter in Asgard? Does Angela, like, have a Tumblr somewhere in the over the Rainbow Bridge? I mean, it's in poor taste. I never want to see a comic really get canceled, but I hope this, like, sort of proves an example and, like, cut it out. Don't try to turn comics into this. There's better, like, and maybe you should like work on writing a little bit. But what do I know? I don't know. I couldn't write a fucking comic book in my life. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and if you guys like it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if this gets a good response, maybe I'll start doing more of these. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.